Hey guys, xDowsey here and welcome to a tutorial on how to make a T flip-flop. Now you may not know what a T flip-flop is, and so I'll be basically teaching you what a T flip-flop is and the different uses for one. And so to demonstrate you need to understand a lever. So in front of me I've got a lever, and we know a lever works that when I click it, it will turn on, and so the output is now on, and when I click it again, it will turn off, and so now the output is off. Now we need to also understand how buttons work. When you press a button, it's going to turn off and then on. I said that the wrong way around. It was going to turn on and off. So what if we wanted to make a button work like a lever? You may ask why. Sometimes people just prefer buttons over levers, or you may want it for a puzzle map, a adventure map. There's many different reasons, they're usually personal reasons, but you can do that, and that's where T flip-flops come in. So this is the most standard T flip-flop. It's a compact piston one, and just focus on the left light. When I press the button, the left light will turn on. When I press the button again, the left light will turn off. And so this is basically what it looks like. It's extremely compact, and the cool thing is it can actually have alternating outputs. So as you can see, when I press the button, it's going to turn the left light on, the right light off, and vice versa when I do it. So I'll show you how to make one of these. They're very simple. What you want to do is you basically want to get two standard pistons and just place them down 2 blocks apart facing each other. You want to dig down in front of one of the pistons, place a redstone torch. On top of the torch you want to place a block of your choice, then another block on top of that, and bring it out so it basically fills that gap apart from that block. Then you want to place a block in front of this block. You want to place redstone on top of it, redstone on top of these 2 blocks, a redstone torch here above the piston, another one on the other side. You then want to have redstone dust coming out from in front of where this block is, and that is your output. So let's place some lamps down, and then you just want to have your input. So we're going to use a button. So when I press the button, basically the light will turn on. Again, when I press it again, it's going to turn off. And as said, alternating outputs is really easy to do. You just basically get the other bit where you haven't dug out, you place another torch down, a repeater in front of that, and then some redstone dust like so, and that is another output. And so now they're going to switch in between the two. Do keep in mind, obviously, because the reason we're using repeaters is because it doesn't cross in with the redstone dust, so basically they don't interfere with each other. So if you're going to basically have like an output far away, you may want to just bring this out and then like go over and then bring this out, and so that way they won't cross paths. So that's how you make one of these ones. Now this doesn't have to be a button, this can basically be a pressure plate as well. So let's get a pressure plate out, and so if I wanted to, what I could do is I could put a pressure plate here. Let me put my lamps back, and basically what I need to do is I need to step on it and then step off it again for it to work. So that's how that works. Obviously I can have a button, and so that means you can have multiple inputs as well. So the next one we have is a 1-wire T flip-flop, and this is actually quicker than the compact version. So if I press it, it almost instantly turns the light off. Again, it almost instantly turns the light on. And so that's very useful, and as you can see, it can have alternating outputs as well, though do keep in mind if you decide to use alternating outputs, it doesn't become 1-wired anymore. It's obviously as wide as you make it, so just keep that in mind. But that's also very easy to build. Basically what you want to do is you want to place your block down, which is going to be your input, put a button on it. It can be either stone or wooden, same with this, stone or wooden. Then you want to put some redstone dust on top of the block, another block coming out of that redstone dust, a torch on the edge of that, some redstone dust underneath the block, a repeater set to the 3rd tick delay coming out from the redstone dust, a block which the repeater is going into, some redstone dust on that, a torch coming off the block, a sticky piston coming off the torch, and then a block coming off this T piston. Then in front of the block you want to basically dig out and put your torch, and then your dust as your output. And so when I press the button over here, it's basically going to turn the lights on, and I can press it again and it's going to turn the lights off. And as I said, you can have multiple outputs basically by digging out again in front, so where the block will be when you power it next, and then your output coming out from that block, like so. And so now you have multiple outputs. Really simple, and as said, it's faster than this compact one, and so I actually recommend you use this one if you've got the space. Obviously you don't, you have this one. Now there's an even more compact one, and this is using repeater locking, which was added in 1.4, and it uses absolutely no pistons whatsoever, so it's very useful if your resource you don't have any pistons, or you would just want a really tiny one. And so this works basically the same way. You press the button and the lamps will turn on, press the button again, the lamps will turn off. Now do keep in mind you can't use stone buttons for this. The rest of them you can use stone buttons or wooden buttons, but for this you can only use a stone button. So to make one of these, you basically put down your input, put a stone button on that, a torch coming off that, redstone dust basically coming around the corner, a repeater set to the 4th tick delay, another repeater coming out of the block set to the 4th tick delay, and essentially this is your output right here. And so then you can press that, and voila, you've got the most compact T flip-flop you can make, not using any repeaters whatsoever. So this is only 2x3, so very compact. Is still slow, nowhere near as fast as the one-wired one, but extremely compact nonetheless. So guys, that's how you make T flip-flops. Different reasons you might want to make a T flip-flop is obviously if you just want to make your button, or pressure plate a lever. It's very good for just switching in between things. And if you want, you can use alternating outputs. So when you press the button the first time, let's say a dispenser shoots out armor, you press the button again, a door opens. I don't know, it's just something that came up on the top of my head. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button, because it helps other people find this tutorial, and that way they can be helped out as well. And if you want more tutorials, please subscribe to my channel and suggest them in the comment section. Obviously, I want to know what you guys want to learn, and the only way I can do that is if you guys tell me. I've been xDowsey, I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.